Hey y'all, it's me again. Okay, so to piggyback on the last video, well, God will grant the desires of your heart. I'm gonna make this story quick. I hope I can. But this is like really real and it's really true. If you're seeking for a way to find out how to get things done, maybe seeking God would be the best thing for you because it helped me. So, listen, I was a kid and growing up with parents from the islands, my mom is a churchgoer. She still is. And my dad was like on the opposite side. Daddy smoke, gamble, drink. That was my dad. I love him. I love both of them. So it's six of us, and we had the best of both worlds. And they're great people. But one thing I didn't like is my dad smoking. So going to church, they're teaching you how to pray, and they're telling you to ask God for whatever it is that you desire. I was a kid, so came home that day, and you have to do the Our Father prayer. Got down on my knees. I did the Our Father prayer, and I said, "Okay, God, listen. I'm asking if you can help my dad. I don't like to see my dad smoke. So if you can help him stop smoking and have him go to church with us, because we all go to church, and he's the only one who's not going, right?" So 10, 11, 12, 13. Still smoking. 14. Like, okay. 15. And speed up the process. Now I'm an adult and I have kids and I'm married and my dad is still smoking. Okay. So I'm like, I'm not going to give up on that request because, God can do whatever it is he want to do at any given time. So, okay, no problem. So one day I received a phone call. The family was telling me that daddy was not drinking a lot, but coughing a lot, and he wouldn't stop coughing. So, make the long story short, got him to the hospital. Right there at the hospital, I was there with him when, oh my God, my dad got diagnosed with lung cancer. I'm like, oh my God, lung cancer. Wow. Okay. So that was like a really hard blow for the whole entire family, but we're strong. We believe in God. We trust in God. We know He's going to work it out. And he sure enough did. My daddy received his radiation therapy. The people were wonderful. They were great. And it's six of us, and we all participated in my dad's treatment of care. So now, yay! My daddy has a testimony. He got delivered from lung cancer. Yeah, right? So, whoa, listen. He was still smoking afterwards. And I was like, oh my God. But I couldn't get upset with him. I couldn't get mad because he actually tried to stop smoking after radiation, but that's a habit that he's had all his life. My daddy started smoking at 9, and now in his I think early 60s or late 50s, and it was hard for him to stop. He would smoke a pack a day, I guess, a carton a week or a carton every 2 days. So he was a heavy smoker. Okay, so now daddy's trying to stop smoking and he just can't. Boom. All right, 4 or 5 years later, or probably 3 years later, daddy came back out with lung cancer. Now, this on the same lung, now it's stage 4 cancer, lung cancer. So dad was like, listen, I can't do this no more. I just can't do it anymore. If God's going to take me out, that's how He's going to take me out, blah, 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 whatever. So we all started praying as a family, and we were like, yeah, God is going to work this out, because I know God would never fail me. That was my sincere prayer. That I know God was not going to fail me. He just can't do that. And I made a prayer request. He's not going to show out on me like that. So to make this long story short, they said that they only gave my dad like 6 months to live, and daddy was like, all right, and we all just celebrate being with daddy, and then a year went by and he's fine. And guess what? He just woke up one day and didn't have the urge to smoke anymore. None. As a matter of fact, right now, like, the smoke really bothers his nostrils, right? So we like, whoa. And then he goes back to the doctor a year later, because they didn't really expect for him to be alive 6 months, after his last appointment. And when my dad showed up, they were like, Mr. Pedro, you still here? And he was like, yeah. So when they test him again, they did like x-rays, CT scans, MRIs, you name it, no cancer. So I was like crying like a big old baby. I'm like, Lord, you did not forget about me. You answered my prayer. And then the the next goal to all this is that my dad finally gave his life to God, like probably like 3 years ago, and all he's doing is going to church. So that's why I'm saying, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, right? And he will and shall grant you the desires of your heart. All you have to do is ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be open unto you. So trust the process. Don't put time in on your requests from God. Just trust the process and have faith, because faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things that have not yet been seen. God bless you. Love you. Bye. Had to share.